All right, that's not two-cycle oil right there. This is the world's largest two-cycle oil collection in any private hand. That's my challenge out there. You know, if I don't do any other challenges with chainsaws or whatnot, you know, if I won't show you how good my chainsaws are in the wood, at least I'll show you that I got an oil collection. I have narrowed it down to the best of the best. Who's been in business the longest? Schaefer's. Since 1839, right there. Now this is going to be a short and this is going to be a long. But Schaefer's is putting some really, really good additive packages into their oil. That's what I'm going to be using the most of right here. And I'm going to compare it to all of these. It's going to be a long, drawn out process. It's going to take me a long time to burn up some oil. But I've got some acreage right here that's going to turn into a pretty big house with all these pine trees. See, there's a pine tree. I was the first person to ever bring to the internet the fact that you can use boat oil in a chainsaw. Everybody says, no, you can't because it's air cooled. You're going to blow up your chainsaw. But Lucas comes along and they got land and sea, and land and sea is the same damn thing as marine. I've called them. You can call them yourself. I need to call up Maxima and talk to them about their stuff, their oils. You know, what's the difference? What's the difference in the Maximas? The bigger question is, what's the difference in the Yamalube? I'm Yamalube you up if you let me. Where's the other Yamalube? Right there. What's the difference? Smokeless 2S and 2R for racing. I mean, what's the difference? Red Armor in a big pack and Red Armor in another pack. And old Rick wants to see the Husqvarna oil right there. That's actually partially used right there. Sure enough, and right there, look at that. What's that? Bass Pro. You know Bass Pro doesn't make oil. I don't know if that oil place is operational anymore. Tampa got a big hurricane. They had their blending going on in Tampa. And I always say, mix up a little Marvel in there. Keep your carbon out. Marvel does the same thing that Red Armor seems to do right there. Everybody talks about how good Red Armor is at keeping the carbon out and how clean it is if you use Red Armor. But I bet you it's damn clean if you use Marvel Mystery Oil. What I'll be doing is I'll be using Marvel Mystery Oil and Schaefer's. I might just use Schaefer's without it. They might have the additive packet. I need to talk to my guy. I'll talk to him. I'm gonna get some more scientific data on this. I had a nice long conversation on this today. This is amazing, especially since 1839. Oil wasn't even coming out of the ground in 1839. They were making lubrication out of animal fats, greasing up the Oregon Trail wagons. That's no lie. That's not an exaggeration, folks. They're right next to Anheuser-Busch, Nicole Schaefer, knew, or was it Nicole or Nicholas? I have to get my details on that. But Mr. Schaefer knew Bush and he knew Anheuser. Anheuser was the lady that married Bush. Here's some Hanakawa oil. This is probably the only Hanakawa oil in the United States right here. I'm gonna close out for you. I'm not an expert on all this stuff, even though it looks like I am. Looks can be deceiving, and I'm not here to deceive. I'm a straight shooter, regardless of what you might think otherwise, without any good solid basis. I think Schaefer's is gonna be my go-to. Like, subscribe, share, thumbs up. Take care.